Thanks for joining me for a new habit of mind. This week we're going to talk about optimism. I wonder if you've heard that word before. Optimism. Optimism means I feel hopeful. It means to feel hopeful or to look on the bright side of things. To have an attitude where you feel like I can do it, it's okay. Even if something goes wrong, I can still do it. Even if things aren't perfect, that's okay. There's still some good things about it. So being an optimist is something that will really help you in life. It helps you feel happy. It helps you be able to achieve goals or do things that you set your mind to. Even if some kind of obstacle or something that's not perfect comes up, you still have that feeling inside you that I can do it. I can keep trying. It's okay. It might not be perfect, but it's okay. So for instance, I'm going to think of a time when I felt optimistic, when I had optimism. Got one. There's a couple things. One thing was yesterday was my day to go on a run, and Silas said, and I said, it's been hailing, it's been pouring, I bet it's all muddy. I run on this Forest Service road and it gets muddy. I bet it's muddy. The weather's not great. Maybe I won't go today. And Silas said to me, Mom, you always feel better after going on a run. You might not want to go. You might think that you have something else you want to do or that you'll put it off for another day. But trust me, you always feel better after you go on a run. So he was being optimistic. And I said, okay. And it was drizzling a little bit. And I said, you know what? I don't mind running when it's drizzling a little bit. It feels good because then I'm not hot. When I get hot, it makes it harder to run. So the cool little bit of drizzle will keep me feeling cooler. So, okay, I know that I'm going to feel better afterwards. That rain isn't really that much of a problem because it'll keep me cool. So I'm going to do it. And so I was an optimist instead of saying, which I kind of started out not being an optimist, right? I was like, it's rainy out. The road's going to be muddy. I'm going to get wet. I don't think I'm going to go. But then I changed my attitude around. I did a flip and thought, I'm going to do it. It's going to feel good. I'm going to be happy that I did it. And the rain will keep me cool. So optimism can help us when we're doing schoolwork or doing any kinds of things. Like if we're doing schoolwork and maybe the situation is just things are kind of noisy, we're feeling distracted. It could be, oh my gosh, I can't do any work right now. This is just way too much. Or you could say, gosh, I hear all these people working on their math right now. They're playing a math game here and they're playing a math game there. It might be a little bit distracting, but I'm also going to be really inspired by all the work that my friends are doing. I can do this, and I'm going to take myself to a spot where I can focus, and I'm going to do this and really see that all those people playing the different math games are inspiring. Yeah, that I can feed off of that energy. Sometimes you're an optimist when doing art. So sometimes when I do art, I might, and you've seen me do this, do something and I'm like, that looks a little bit funny. But instead of getting really upset and saying, I just can't do this, think, gosh, I can learn from this. What can I learn from this? I can figure out how to do this. I can do this or I can do that to change it around a little bit, and it can be an opportunity to learn. So a lot of times you can just change your attitude just a little bit to have an optimistic attitude. Oh, here's one that happens to me all the time, and I have to consciously do this. When it's time for me to clean the bathroom, not my favorite thing to do. And I might get a little grumpy. Oh, I don't want to clean the bathroom. And then you know what? I think, okay, I want to be an optimist. I'm going to be an optimist. And I'm going to change how I'm thinking. And I say, I am so lucky that I have running water in my house. I'm so lucky that I have a house and a bathroom. And I change my way of thinking. So instead of being grumpy about having to clean a bathroom, I'm happy that I have a bathroom. I could, there's many people in the world that don't have bathrooms. And so I'm very lucky to have a bathroom. You might think that sometime when you're cleaning your room, you might feel grumpy or not want to clean your room, but then you could change how you're thinking and think, I'm so lucky to have all these toys. I'm lucky to have a bedroom to clean. So optimism means looking on the bright side of things, focusing on what's good in life and what's possible. Okay? It's kind of like a magic power to take a negative view or a grumpy kind of opinion and change it around into something that's positive and happy and makes you feel good. Makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you can do it. It's a wonderful feeling. Okay? Yeah, you might have heard this saying before, if you have a glass of water, you could say, oh my goodness, this glass is half empty. I need more water. Or you could change your view and say, wow, my glass is still half full of water. I still have a whole half of a glass of water to drink. It's still the same amount of water, right? It was half full and half full. But one way you're thinking, that's not very much. I already drank half of it. There's only half left. The other way you're thinking, I still have a whole half of a glass of water. So people talk about that a lot when in relation to optimism. They say, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? So we want to have a glass half full kind of attitude as we go through life. Think about how you can be someone who has optimism as you move through your days. Thanks for joining me for that. I want you to think of an example when you've had optimism, or as you're going through your day, if there's a time when you are optimistic, right? Point that out. Share with somebody. Say, hey, I think I'm being optimistic right now. I'm changing the way I'm thinking and I'm looking on the bright side. Okay. Have a wonderful day.